6 and 7 right here. I'll talk more about that in a second. So the periods are the long horizontal rows, and the groups are the up and down vertical rows. How many groups are there? 18 groups. They are also called families. So there are 18 groups or families on the periodic table. Now there's one element that doesn't really belong in any group, which I will talk about later. Any guesses? No.
Oh, no, water?
Is it the
No.
Neon?
No.
I don't.
I found this one that said Rutherford.
It's our body.
Yep, name for
Rutherford?
artist Rutherford. Okay, the 18 different groups on the periodic table have similar properties. That's why we call them families. Think about your family and what you would have in common. The elements in each group also have things in common. I'll talk a little bit about some of their properties later when I give you the names of the groups. All right, hydrogen is that element that doesn't really belong with any of the groups. It's kind of in a group by itself.
Hydrogen's my favorite.
It is grouped with group 1 because it behaves like elements in group 1, but it is not a metal. So if you could picture hydrogen kind of up a little bit and by itself, that would be more realistic. Okay, so each group has a different name. I'm going to give you the names of the groups now. You need to know these. Maybe. Okay, the groups have their own names. Group number 1, not hydrogen, but everything else underneath, is called the group of alkali metals. They are highly reactive metals.
Isn't alkaline and batteries? Oh no, that's alkaline.
Well, yes, some of these elements are in batteries, like lithium. group 1, minus hydrogen are the alkali metals. Group 2 are called the alkaline earth metals.
That's what's in batteries.
Yes, they call them alkaline batteries, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we've got group 1 alkaline metals, group 2 alkaline earth metals. And then we've got this big section in the middle here. From groups 3 to group 12, plus the 2 rows at the bottom, those are all called transition metals. So groups 3 to 12 plus the lanthanides and actinides are called transition metals. Lanthanides and actinides, the 2 rows at the bottom, are also transition metals. Let's talk about what the periodic table would look like. They pull out these 2 long rows here, but they actually belong, do you see the dark line here between lanthanum and hafnium? If we cut the periodic table right there and made it long, we could put these 2 rows, the periodic table would be like this long, instead of nice and neat on 2 pages. So the lanthanides and actinides belong in this dark slot right here. And they would push the other ones to the right. They are moved to the bottom to make the periodic table easier to work with. So we don't have to have a 3rd page that we open up. Okay, so we've got the alkaline metals, alkaline earth metals, transition metals. Group 13 is called boron group. Tell me why.
Because boron is one of the metals, one of the elements.
Where is boron?
The top.
At the top, right. Boron is the top of the group. That's why they named it boron group. What do you think 14 is called?
The carbon group.
The carbon group. Good. 15?
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen group. 16?
Oxygen group.
Oxygen group. Okay, so you can name those 4. They're named for their leaders, the element at the top of the group.